After gunmen operated for nearly 2 hours in the midnight in Imo State, see what is currently going on. Many residents in Imo State currently live in panic as insecurity rises by the day after a successful attack was made by some unknown gunmen in some facilities in the state. According to a report by Punch News, this attack lasted for several, roughly 2 hours in the middle of the night. Today, 5th of April 2020, the gunmen stormed Owerri Correction Center in Imo State capital and operated from 1 a.m. till about 3 a.m. in the morning with high calibrated weapons and possible designators as well. The Punch newspaper reported that Imo State Prison, what happened, the incident freed over 1,500 inmates. 1,500 inmates, and they operated for close to 2 hours, roughly 2 hours. They came with sophisticated weapon. They were well prepared. That is we'll continue with the news. The news continues. That is Imo State, where Hope is the governor of the state. Hope was the person who sent early, is it early this year or late last year, sent, Nigerian army to come to his state and begin to deal with men of ESN, that is the Eastern Security Network. And he bragged about it. Not that they committed any crime. They did not kidnap anybody, ask for ransom, or do what Fulani headsmen are doing, who have, up to today, I have personally, as a media person, I've never heard that a single headsman has been apprehended and dealt with and brought to justice. And I've never heard. Maybe you have heard, and probably it slipped my sight. We can all not get it all at once. And I would like to know, let's continue with the news and see what is going on. These gunmen attacked the Imo State Correction Center department of the prison with sophisticated weapon, and they reportedly overwhelmed the security and law enforcement during the operation, which lasted for hours. It was gathered that the gunmen did not leave until they freed suspects in almost all the cells of the SCID of the command. It was gathered by Punch News that the gunmen have started singing solidarity song at the government house roundabout before they proceeded to the facility. According to the source of Punch News, the gunmen were at the government house around 30 minutes before the whole thing started, before they launched the attack on the facility. They broke into the prison using sophisticated weapons, which includes were not limited to explosive dynamite and other kinds of designators to set the building on fire. The fire was quite massive that it caught the attention of several residents within the vicinity. Several cars and things pertaining to their building were all burnt down. When the gunmen broke into the facilities, they ordered all inmates to go home, and the number of the inmates that were freed, as reported by Punch News, were roughly 1,500. The police spokesman of the command, Orlando Ikewa, had also confirmed the attack that happened at the correction center. In a similar report on Linda Ikeji's blog, it was gathered that some security operative in the facilities have reportedly been injured during the attack. It was also gathered that there were heavy gunshots which were fired indiscriminately, and this caused panic for the residents who live close to the correction center, as the attackers were seen shooting indiscriminately, and this was what happened. Like we were earlier saying, Imo State is where Hope Ezedema is the governor. Hope Ezedema, was the person who sent Nigerian army to come into his state and to commit untold suffering and hardship on the members of, young boys and young men, young youths in the state. And this was, this did not really quite go down well. But sadly, there was no leader in the eastern region who really condemned this activity and said, no, this is not right. This is actually not right. There are many ways to kill a rat. If you feel that this set of people are becoming unruly, have you had a discussion with them? Have you had that conversation to say this is going on? It's not right. It's not acceptable. I do not accept it, and we have to look for a way around it. For this is becoming unbearable. Did you have a discussion with them, or is it that you want to please, those who put you in there? Because I mean, we all know in Nigeria that you are the Supreme Court governor. Is a well-known knowledge where you did not pass your party primaries, went on to win the whole election. We all know how the Emirates started in Imo State. We all know how, the part of the whatever you have arranged with the government to, to do one or two things. This is being said and this is being done and this is all that is happening. Yes, however, whatever ESN has done, it was not clear, not clearly known. Before we know it, you already sent soldiers to come and start doing this to people's sons and daughters. It's not like they were criminals, not like they did anything, that could have warranted this. They're agitating for is a republic. And I don't see how that is a crime. Did you had a discussion with them to say, okay, what is going on here? What can we do? What are the what why are you why are you agitated? Do you feel oppressed? Is there something we can do to help the situation? Is there something we can, how do we come in? How did you support these people? Do you see what is going on in the north? How they are being pampered? Those who are killing people, displaying families, causing untold hardship and suffering. I'm not saying that disclaimer, we don't pamper criminals. They should be dealt with. Only Nigerian government negotiates with criminals and those who are committing untold suffering and hardship on Nigerians. However, that being said, I don't think the governor took the right decision. And recently, insecurity in the East has rather risen very high. Look at what happened recently. See what happened recently, where in Imo State. See what happened to the people in Imo State. See what happened. Yeah, people in a village, they were just, I mean, in the night on their own. Before you know it, these guys were there to begin to, destroy their lives, killed close to 25 people, if not more. And what did the government say? Oh, we condemn this. It will be, they will not go unpunished. Have you heard that even those who attempted, to assassinate the governor of Governor Samuel Otom has been apprehended? Did you hear? No such thing. Who is following the leads? Who are they? Who are they? I mean, and guess what? Day by day, as the day gets closer, the case gets cold. Nobody will be brought to justice. Just to let you know. Leave us a comment. God bless you. Have a good day. Bye for now.